Hi guys, welcome back. This video is by popular demand, and when I say that, I think maybe 2 people asked for it. So I thought, why the hell not? I've got the Moto G, my pink Tesco but stock flashed Moto G running 4.3 retail version against the old Nexus S, if you can see that. But this is running 4.4 and set to art over Dalvik, so we're giving it a fighting chance, maybe. Going to do the usual sort of tests. I'm not going to bother with the boot test at this point. I know the Moto G is very quick, and I don't think it's even worth doing, to be honest. But we're going to do the good old Angry Birds opening test first of all. Moto G, streets ahead. This isn't going to even be close, I don't think. No. The poor old Nexus S still struggling. Now, I'm going to say right from the beginning, I'm not expecting this to be that close, but like I say, some people have asked. I think it's a decision that well, that was very a lot longer. That's not worth doing a second one. I think that was quite clear. Oh, the poor old phone, I have to redraw when it came back. That wasn't even close. It's not worth. So, sorry, as I was saying, I'm not expecting this to be close, but I think some people that own the Nexus S are trying to decide, is this a good upgrade? Right, you can see how I've already tried. So we're using Antutu here. So there we have it, the Moto G has finished its run. My device, 17,480. So, you saw the score that I was running the first time. Oh, look at it struggle. It was about 5,000, so obviously we should expect it to score around about that again when it finally gets there. In some attempt at justifying these two going head to head, because it's a 3-year-old phone, and it really is quite unfair. At the time it was pretty much top end, but the street value, shall we say, of a second-hand Nexus S is somewhere between 60 and 80 pounds. The retail value of the Moto G is about 130. If you have vouchers, you can be paying basically about £100, if not less. So they're not drastically different in their values. You could argue there's only about £20 between them, and I think that shows you what a great buy, what great value the Moto G really is. We will do Geekbench. It's a relatively quick one, so. So there we go, the Moto G is complete. The multi-core score of, well, we might have to use the single core score, 340. The poor old Nexus S still struggling its way through. Finally, the Nexus S has finished, and as you can see, well, I suppose the single core score is it's not a huge way off. Now, I'll probably have edited out a lot of this, because that took a long time. That was, I'm guessing, probably about 4 or 5 minutes after the Moto G finished for the Nexus S to finish. So I think that's the more telling than the score even. Then we're going to open them both up at the same time. Oh. Well, okay, it's not perhaps the evenest of tests, because the Nexus is even struggling to function basically there. It looks like the Moto G is going to get a location in a second. It's got a lock on 6, but it won't commit to a position just yet. The Nexus S doesn't have a heading or anything actually, for that matter. Now this might be a bit unfair as well, because I'm running a custom ROM, and this may be one of the issues. You know, some of them obviously a little bit buggy, so it may be that GPS is a bit of an issue. It may of course be this is a 3-year-old hardware trying to find GPS satellites, and this is very new hardware. There we go, the Moto G has a lock finally. I'm not sure it's going to happen at all on the Nexus. I think we might bail from that test. I'm not sure I want to sit here for goodness knows how long. So we're going to run a speaker test. Use my some of my own made for a website. I think that's pretty clear. Where was the back button? I can only play brief stints of actual music because it's really loud.
Tell me where to go, tell me what to do. I'll be right there for you. Tell me what to do. I'll be right there for you. Tell me what to say.
I think that's quite clearly the Moto G. The Moto G is one of the loudest speakers I think there is on any phone right now, so that's I suppose a bit of an unfair test. One last test, and then the Nexus S is out of its misery and embarrassment and can go and hide in a cupboard somewhere. We'll do a browser test. Okay, let's go with BBC News. As you can see, they're both asking about the cookies, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, so clearly the Nexus S struggling a little there. I'm going to do one more, we'll do Engadget. Yeah, I mean this isn't, like I say, honestly, a few people requested could I show the difference between the Nexus S and the Moto G. It's not even a fair fight. I feel like I shouldn't even have bothered doing the video almost, but until you do it, you don't see, and that clearly shows the huge advances that have been made, and just the amazing value that the Moto G is at. You know, like I say, you can get one for about £100 if you've got a few Tesco vouchers, because they're doing the boost scheme where if you use a £5 voucher you get £10 off the phone. The Nexus S is still going, you know, I've looked on eBay, some of them are selling at £85, so it's the gap value price wise isn't that huge, but the gap performance wise is just massive. So clearly Moto G the better phone. I'm hoping to get hold of a Galaxy Nexus, which will probably be a bit of a fairer test, and also a Nexus 4, which should be a good fight out. So hopefully I'll get those done in the next week or so. Alright guys, anyway, hope it's been of some use to some of you out there. My name's Andy, I'll catch you all again soon.